is bleachable if it's stained, unlike wood. It's dishwasher safe, unlike wood. And it's forever guaranteed too. So all Cutco items, even the cutting boards, once this gets worn past you what you want to deal with, bring it in, we'll send it out, we'll send it in. So all Cutco has a forever guarantee on our products.
Or they're messed up, and then when they fix them, they.
You got you taken care of, right? So they're good.
She needed a demo.
What did you need?
I do. I don't like to.
How long ago did you get your sample? Okay. Can you show her how the sharpener works?
The new one?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Just like your ticket thing, I can get you a ticket.
Oh, we have no
Oh, okay.
I thought on there, it was waiting.
It's designed to be super easy to use.
This was, she gave you the
You
coupon.
take your left hand, and you just hold it,
$20 gift card.
and then, you know, it has these
No,
little
that's what you
things
need.
at the bottom.
There you go.
You know, move, and then you just pull them right backwards, up, just like this. Backwards, yep, and then.
Oh, I have the rental.
Oh, just like that. So, yep. You hold it with your left hand, start towards the very back of the blade, backwards.
You and I are
Make sure you start.
Oh,
Backwards. There you go. You gotta start on the blade. There you go. So this is our demo. So it's all here. I'll
yes.
Take care.
Okay.
You too.
What did you call me?
No, my girl.
So you're on a bigger knife.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, the cutting board, whenever you have any surface, you want it to be soft. The soft surface, the hard surface, you want to dull. Carol, so the food that you're cutting doesn't do much dulling.
so how should you do the straight edges? It depends on a few things. One, what type of cutting board you have. If you have a glass one or anything super tough like that, I'd say every other day. You know, never want to use glass because that's gonna dull your knife. You have the polypropylene. I'd say once every
That's
couple
actually a
months.
good thing.
Depends on what type of food you do.
Otherwise, your knife
If you use it every single day, you use it once a week. And it's also really personal preference. If you feel like it's getting dull, it's not working the same way it did right out of the box,
When these eventually
take it,
continue to get worn, once it wears past,
a few times before you cook, and then you notice the difference. So it just depends on how often it's used.
but these knives are also sharp.
Hold down, pull backwards.
The scratches are good, but you're trying to scratch it.
Yeah.
Because it's not the first thing, you're not dragging the knife out.
Yeah. The cool thing is it's made at the exact angle of the knives, 18 degrees. So you know you don't have to worry about getting it at a super wonky angle. All you do is just keep it straight, backwards and up. Yep, just like that. Super easy to use.
Scrape stuff off, a little drippiness, and then they put a juice root, so if I'm doing it, yeah, right under the sides, yep, under either end. Yeah, nice. Yeah, do you have any Cutco knives, or are you familiar with cutlery at all? Yeah, Cutco's actually been around since 1949. All of our knives are made in the USA. We have a forever guarantee on our products. If anything happens to it, we fix or replace it. We sharpen for free. Yeah, it's amazing. And one of the very unique things about our product, hang on, I'll be right back. We have an edge. So we have a unique edge on most of our knives. This is leather. I'm sure your food's not this tough, but we're going to use leather. That's a regular steak knife, and you see edges when you come like that. So grab that for me and just saw through this piece of leather. You feel how it grabs and kind of rips and tears. Serrated edges work like a saw, so you can feel it. It's a jagged cut, it rips and tears. And the problem with that is not only does it tear your food apart, especially if you ever cut like a grilled chicken breast with a serrated knife and it just pulls it all apart, right? It shreds it. That's because the teeth work like a saw. They pull until the fiber breaks.
Back again?
Once
Already?
these plates and cutting boards, they start rounding off, and then they just kind of they glide across your food and make noise, but don't cut. Now try this one. This is our. What's the same because it has points. So watch how it cuts.
There's all different sizes. Yes.
So, and you notice it's again, it's a smooth and clean.
Yeah.
Right, so this is a regular serrated edge, which rips and tears, and Cutco actually has, instead of a teeth cutting like this one where it rips and pulls, ours just cuts smooth and clean. Even if I push it through, it's gonna cut smooth and clean. Because ours actually has an edge in between each of those teeth. There's a bunch of straight edges in there. So this knife stays sharp 7 to 10 years in between
Not that one, I
sharpenings,
bought the red
and then
one
we
because I
resharpen
thought I
it
bought
for free
this
as part
one
of our guarantee.
because I said I did.
So, the guarantee, by the way, is a forever guarantee. My favorite thing about Cutco is not how it cuts, it's this one. You stand behind forever. So, the forever performance covers wear and tear.
I'll check it out.
Chips, cracks, breaks, rusts, it's fixed right by standard, and sharpen for free as part of our guarantee. We have a replacement service agreement for each. So if somebody decides to break them, it's not our fault, we'll still replace them half off. And then we have a 15-day unconditional money back guarantee. If you need something, get something ready that you're not 100% satisfied with, or so the nice thing about coming into a event like this tonight is we have, Cutco doesn't often go on sale because it's a premium product. They don't like to give it away because they're gonna have to replace it over time and all that kind of stuff. So when we do specials, it's kind of unique for our customers that are already customers or friends and family that are so we have all of the sets are 20 to 25% off. And then individual items, we've got buy 3 get the 4th free. Or with any 2 individual items, just want to get a couple things to try out. We have replaced all the old ones with the ice cream scooper, some of those other things. And then you've got your $20 off coupon if you just want to try one thing, you can take 20 bucks off any Cutco item. You're welcome. Yeah, no, take your time, look around.
Make sure that E's on your
That's it.
There's
It's peanut butter and yogurt. It's peanut butter, yogurt, and honey. It's really good.
It is really I was kind of
I
surprised.
feel like, was there like a weird shows like Okay. Yeah, from
Get the block here.
yeah. Did you see the reading one? It was a lot more adults. Yeah.
Well, it's nice of you to join us this evening.
Me too.
Yeah. Definitely that for sure. 15
Yes and no. When you lose the muscle,
Oh, the passport protector.
trying to do that.
You can wrap it in foil.
But I'm all that stuff is this company. I have a trouble with my balance. Because I lost it.
Oh, we're coming, Michelle, they have different classes, they have classes here. They have different classes here, how to properly cut.
Hey Greg, can you do me a favor? Can you go back and listen to this so I can go change
Great. I just got a
Actually, here, run this back too. You don't have to clean it. There's not much of that left, so. In the bathroom, under it.
I really kind of, I don't want to say it's but I was very, I mean, like,
It would actually be good because now we've got the lock on it. It needs to shut.
I know.
Yes. Yes.
But they've now trained me to try to run it.
Yes, you can. That's
Oh yeah, if it's still if the gut person's supposed to be not able to do it.
Oh, that's so true. 6 days
I've
and
heard
then back to work.
My husband's an
And
IT.
that's what kept coming.
But
Well, I think I was on my job.
Yeah. And some of them, yeah, some of them are
A lot of wildfire and strawberry.
good as it gets. That's as good as it gets. Don't get it.
Yeah. But you did true. I'm trying to refine yourself.
Appreciate it working with us. Thank you.
Yeah. Did you want?
So I get that.
That's
Yeah, but maybe, yeah, oh, Yeah.
Thank you. What's your first name? Lynn. Maybe I'll see you at the party or something. I don't know. Please try to. Come back, hey. I will.
Hi.
I gotta taste this and
So
everything.
we're
so
already
it's
putting
wonderful.
stuff away.
No, we were sending stuff away that's done.
Oh, okay. People like the guacamole.
Cleaning up this.
Have a great day, too. Thanks for coming.
I'm gonna try it now on the app.
Oh, okay.
Thank you guys. Have a great day.
Bye.
Thanks again. We'll see you next time.
Thanks for
Being
coming.
here.
Come back.
Oh, we will.
Thanks for fine. So.
Here you go. He keeps getting more money out of me.
That's all right. That's good. It is. Keep them working. Right.
There was something about that too, the scrub daddy in the ad. What was the
It
saying?
was one or the other.
Oh,
It was
okay.
either if you brought a friend, you got the cutting boards. If you just came that week, then you got the.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah. I couldn't remember. So the scrub daddy's pretty good?
The scrub daddy's really cool, actually, and those are only $4. So if you wanted to buy one, it wouldn't break the bank either. These things are. Have you seen this on Shark Tank?
Something, yeah.
So it's the coolest little sponge in the world. If you feel it, it's kind of coarse. But when you put it in warm water, it gets soft like a sponge. When you want it to be a little more stiff, so you can, you come across a burnt cheese on a glass dish, all you have to do is turn the water to cold. That thing stiffens up and it will scrape stuff right off. But it doesn't scratch. So if you want to use it for cleaning your, appliances and stuff, it's made of a highly engineered German material. Is what it says. They don't want to tell you. They don't want to tell you. But really cool. My favorite thing about it is it rinses clean through. So unlike a sponge, every sponge I've ever used once, it stinks, and then everything I wash with it smells like stinky sponge. This thing rinses clean through, so it doesn't hold any of the smells, and I can put it in the dishwasher. And yep, really, really cool.
So cold water, you said it.
Yep, it's burning cold,
Yeah, I
soft
walk
and
right
warm.
now for the summer.
Oh,
They
good.
start back on.
And the demo they do out on Shark Tank is they have a 10-pound weight, and he's got
How's
it
your husband?
warm, and it just squishes it, and then he gets it cold, and you set it on, and it just sets right on top. And that's how stiff it is. But they're soft enough still, even in that hard state, not to scratch it.
Time for.
So I have 3 of these at home. I have 2 in my kitchen, one that I use for cleaning, one that I use for cleaning vegetables. Instead of peeling stuff, I'll scrape carrots with it, and get all the dirt off the potatoes and stuff like that before I cook them. And then I have one in the bathroom that I clean all of that stuff with.
It's the
And we
nature
also
of the
have
beast.
another product that
I'm
came on Shark
decided
Tank that
they
TV
can't
shows.
help it. That's
that
what
are
we got
called
made
cleaning
of.
products.
They're all the
It's
same.
100% plant-based cleaners, so they don't have all the harsh chemicals in them, but they work better than all the chemical-laden stuff. And there's one that's a kitchen bath cleaner. I can clean my shower with this and that without
I was so mad,
passing out
right?
at the end.
I
Or
can't
having a
even
headache
remember
from all the
why now, but I was
chemicals.
so mad at him.
So yeah, that's only $4. If you want to take one of those, that wouldn't hurt either. You're a little.
I don't know, he really took me out.
I've done
I
that.
can't remember what it was, but I was.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You
So these are basically the. You don't remember why?
Any of these straight edges, this one you can feel it. This is most people's most used. It's called the trimmer, and it's really designed for any of your prep, slicing fat off of meat, slicing apples and oranges and tomatoes. Actually, come over
And
here.
every woman you talk to goes, yeah, I understand.
Yeah, pretty much.
Cut a couple things with it. So you.
And it's honestly pretty good, because I have some time like.
So run it through that alley, you'll see how nice and smooth it goes. You can cut as thick or as thin as you want, just kind of let the blade do the work. Just move it back and forth. And even cutting through the core, which is usually pretty hard, it just glides right through. Let the tool do the work.
47 years.
And they're sharp enough that it's gonna do what it needs to do. And then if you want to try it on something much softer, go ahead and try that, or even here.
That's actually
Isn't that
really
nice?
cool.
Do that.
So it's dishwasher
I'm not allowed to do this.
Oh, okay, well then don't do that.
completely seamless too. It's
That's the one everybody.
You don't want me to do that.
No, I don't feel like driving you to the hospital.
Yeah, you would. The 8th is the.
So isn't that nice?
Yeah, I like
That's most people's most
Most
used.
used
one.
one.
Yep.
When I looked at the size of it, looked perfect.
pinch of Scotia.
Right,
Yeah, but it's actual measurement.
You wanna put
So
that in.
it's
You
really
said it, don't you?
like
You got them all over the place. You got a mess, you know. That's
It's
right.
only $4. Yeah.
Okay.
And then there's a jar.
So this you can use for trimming fat off of meats,
Okay.
slicing any of your prep stuff.
Cutting your chicken breast.
Cutting
in
chicken,
half.
cutting tomatoes, or that you're not gonna
Filleting
cut.
it.
Fillet, yeah, you can butterfly stuff. And then you've got, you know, the chopping
You wanted
knives.
two of them?
These types of knives
I'm gonna
are
put it right up
designed
here for you.
more for stuff like this, where when I'm going to cut onions down into pieces, or if I need to chop an apple up, I can use the chopping knives to make it much more efficient. Because I could use this knife to do this too, but you have to do everything piece by piece. Like these types of knives, you can just kind of chop stuff up much more quickly. Carrots, onions, celery, garlic.
So what's the difference in that? That's not the one we have. Is it?
You guys have this one?
So what's the difference between those two?
The Santoku is a little bit more versatile. I can do different things with it because of the way that it's shaped. This is primarily for chopping and dicing. So what I was just doing, this knife does too. What's different is if I'm going to take and I'm going to slice with it, this knife, the word Santoku in Japanese literally translates into slice, dice, and chop. So this one I can slice with, and you see how square it is. The tip kind of catches and keeps the blade up in the air. So when I'm slicing with it, or even if I push it all the way through, if I'm slicing like this, you see how it's curved in the middle? So only one part of the blade ever touches at any given time. So even if I rub it on the cutting board, only one part ever really takes it into wear. This one, because of the way that it's designed, once it gets past the curve up here, it's flat. So if I'm slicing with this one, the whole blade ends up dulling much more quickly because the whole thing ends up on the cutting board. So this one I just really want to chop and dice with. This one I can slice, dice, chop. It's just more versatile. Plus it's wider, so I can kind of scoop and move my food around with a little bit easier than this one, which is also a really nice benefit to have.
Okay. So there are two sizes of this?
Of the Santoku, yep, there's the 7-inch and then there's a 5-inch.
So this is the 7.
That's the 7-inch. The 5-inch is right over there, right in front of him.
Oh, okay.
Hold up the fork.
So will that fit in the 5 one? Okay.
Are you guys looking to get a block?
We were thinking about possibly.
No, those all won't fit in there. So the block you'd have to get for that would be, the most popular block we sell is this one, because it gives you the wider holes. That's what you need for those knives you got. So all the wider ones will fit in here, and then you'll have a little bit of room to grow if you wanted to over time too.
But it doesn't have the slots for the steak.
You can get either way. You can get it either way. So
Oh, okay.
the one that's the red one is just, you can get that either way, with or without the plug. You can get it the lighter color or the darker color.
Okay.
That's for the scissors if people want the scissors to go in there instead of the forks,
Oh.
which are designed to go in the holes.
What's the benefit of this one, Ken?
That's actually that's a steakhouse style steak knife. So the benefit is we've got the regular table knives. This is, do you guys have these? So this is designed to be everyday for everything. The trimmer, it's a wider trimmer. So the steak knife is different than this. It's the same size, but it's got the wider blade on it. So the idea is I can slice and spread things, and that's what that is. It's just a bigger steakhouse style version of it. So if you guys already have these are great.
Right.
But those are really nice if you have like a big bone-in T-bone or a big, something like that.
Yeah.
Yep.
I know what I'm doing.
Boy, our Jesus, the sharpest.
Yeah.
The sous chef.
Uh-huh. I gave you the little flip thing. Yeah. Your son's taught me well. You told you I should be a chef.
You told me scissors. So do we want them this color or do we want that color?
What's your food bill for
Well, let them cook a little bit more. So you need more moisture in there to get them
But,
flip.
Oh, wait, patience is one.
this one here, I have, we got one set, one using my table knives at the house, I got one at work.
I'm surprised that's not used.
think we're gonna get this one.
Okay?
Okay, you don't want the one with the same lines. You want that
Oh,
one?
you want
yeah,
that
with
color
this- Yeah, with that
with-
color,
with the slots.
yes.
Yep,
Oh, with the slots on the bottom.
okay.
Just take it down, please.
No, she can make it up. I'm gonna make your decision in a minute. Yep, I'm gonna make your decision.
Girl, this is just regular color.
See,
Did you get your things?
this is the one right here.
Yep, that's exactly it.
Oh, that's the exact same one?
Yeah, the difference here is that it doesn't have sequence.
Oh, I want the little slot in it, for this, cause that's the next thing we're gonna
The
get.
scissors, so you want the plug in it too?
Yeah, the plug.
Okay.
What's this?
That's for people who want to get the whole set with the forks and everything, then you can put that on the outside for the scissors. The forks go in the middle. That's what the holes are designed for.
Oh,
Yeah, those are both, that's the carving fork and then the turning fork.
Oh,
So both of these forks, you've got the cookie fork
okay.
with the 3 prongs, and then you've got the full-size carving fork that will grab on your bones. So that's what those 2 things are in the middle.
oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no, I don't.
And then if you're ever in need of new cookware, we just got these non-stick pans that are just awesome.
Okay.
It's not Teflon, and it doesn't put off the chemicals like Teflon, the
Yeah,
PFOA
what
is.
except for my
It's metal utensil safe. If you want to use metal on it, and it wears, it scratches. You can probably see it a little bit, but it scratches kind of like cast iron scratches where you can see wear, but it doesn't peel and get fuzzy.